From the Home Slice News Center, this is the Daily Slice for Monday, February 27th, 2023. I'm D. Ray Knight. This is what's going on. The Rapid City Area School Board is planning to discuss the possibility of permanently closing Canyon Lake Elementary School when they meet next month. School officials say the school isn't providing an adequate learning environment because of its age. In addition, school officials say students at Canyon Lake lose approximately 40 minutes of class time every week due to the need to travel between the school's two main buildings. RCAS had hoped to raise funds for new and renovated buildings in the district in 2020, but a bond regarding the issue that went to voters failed. The final vote will be made at the RCAS board meeting on March 7th. There was a ribbon-cutting ceremony at the new Native Health Center. Leslie Lane has the story.
A ribbon cutting was held for the new Oyate Health Center over the weekend. The ribbon cutting follows the official opening of the center to patients on February 6th. After the ribbon cutting ceremony, people were able to walk around the building and learn about the services it offers with booths on the second floor. Some city council members, state representatives, and county commissioners were there for the ceremony as well. There is an opening prayer by Rick Two Dogs, a color guard, and an honor song by the Showtime Singers before the opening remarks and speakers.
A New York man convicted of killing 3 people in Rapid City was sentenced on Friday. Arnson Absolu received 3 life sentences without the possibility of parole, one for each of the 3 homicides. The sentences will be served consecutively. In addition, he was fined $50,000 for each count. Absolu of the Bronx, New York City, was charged with the August 2020 killings of Ashley Nagy, Dakota Sizer, and Charles Redwillow. In national and international news, the head of the United Nations says Russia's full-scale invasion of Ukraine has triggered the most massive violations of human rights in the world today. UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres said in a speech in Geneva on Monday that the invasion had unleashed widespread death, destruction, and displacement. The war has entered its second year with no end in sight. Russia has stabilized the front and is concentrating its efforts on capturing the rest of Ukraine's eastern industrial heartland of the Donbas. Ukraine, meanwhile, hopes to use battle tanks and other weapons pledged by the West to launch new counteroffensives and reclaim more of the occupied territory. The Supreme Court will hear arguments today over President Biden's student debt relief program. Leslie Lane has more.
The Supreme Court is about to hear arguments over President Joe Biden's student debt relief plan. It's a plan that impacts millions of borrowers who could see their loans wiped away or reduced. Republican-appointed judges have kept the Democratic president's plan from going into effect. It's unclear how the court will respond. The court is dominated 6-3 by conservatives. The justices have scheduled 2 hours of arguments in the case Tuesday, though it'll probably go longer. The court is hearing challenges by 2 students and by 6 Republican-led states: Arkansas, Iowa, Kansas, Missouri, Nebraska, and South Carolina.
Much of the nation is dealing with severe weather as powerful storms with widespread wind gusts and reported tornadoes swept across Oklahoma and Kansas, leaving more than a dozen people injured. About 20 miles south of Oklahoma City, the Norman Police Department responded Sunday night to storm damage, and officials said there were 12 confirmed weather-related injuries. A tornado touched down Sunday near Liberal, Kansas, and more than a dozen homes were reported damaged. Elsewhere, Michigan residents faced a 5th straight day Monday without power following last week's ice storm. And in California, the National Weather Service said a series of winter storm systems will continue moving into the state through Wednesday. Your weather forecast from the Home Slice Weather Center. Expect some snow today with a high of 43. Flurries are likely tonight with a low of 27. And that was your Daily Slice for Monday, February 27th, 2023. The Daily Slice is a production of Home Slice Media Group, hosted by D. Ray Knight with Leslie Lane. Executive producer Mark Houston. Engineered by Chris Jacquez. I'm D. Ray Knight. Have a great day.